Disclaimer. I am a podcaster, motivational speaker, and full-time counselor. And here on this platform, it is my job to talk about current affairs and trending topics that have been discussed, posted, and even floating around on social media. I do not claim to be the voice for all, nor do I claim to know it all. Therefore, remember this if you remember nothing at all. It is okay that we agree to disagree, as long as it is respectful. Every Friday at 7 p.m., I will be talking about whatever I like, and you will have the opportunity to share your voice. Now, if you can handle it, have a seat, and if you can't, feel free to exit stage left. With that being said, let the discussion begin. Hello? Can you hear me now? Any sound coming through, guys? Matter of fact, actually, yes, you can hear me. Thank you. Sorry about that. Not sure what was going on, but let's get everything straight now. It's called being live. So hold on one second. One momento. Okie dokie. Hello. Sorry about that, guys. I'm glad you can hear me now. I do not know what was going on, but whatever's going on, let's keep this puppy moving. So, welcome to today's show. Welcome to today's show. Let's get the house rules out of the way. Yes. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up and comment. Make sure you share. Let's jump into today's show. We are embanking on the 4th of July. And what that means is a lot of people are getting ready to go out and watch the fireworks, get into this whole thing called Independence Day. Well, I want to have a conversation. Thank you so much. I want to have a conversation with each of you on Independence Day. What is it all about? And why is it that a lot of us don't have this Independence Day? Right? Let's talk about it. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Let's talk about this Independence Day. So I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and they sparked a thought in my head about Independence Day, right? And that they wasn't going to be celebrating it. And I don't really do anything I consider really major and big for Independence Day. I was brought up in a community, in a home where we celebrated the 4th of July by looking at fireworks and going and just having a great old time. We did not, as far as when I was a child, took a look at the behind meaning of Independence Day, right? We just got into the tradition of Independence Day. That's what we did. It was fireworks and a beautiful time to throw hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill and just have a good time. But as I gotten older, wiser and smarter, and especially what's going on in the world today, I need to take a very good look at Independence Day and how it impacts me as an Afro American black person and my community, that where there is diversity, my family, who is black and many other races, but to the core, black, right? I need to look at what am I looking at and how I'm contributing to this thought of Independence Day. Like, okay, Diamond, you are actually celebrating Independence Day when you don't really have independence. By many people who are not black, they don't even recognize you. You don't have the same freedom and opportunities that many other people who are not black and brown have. So, how is it that you're going out amongst everyone and having this opportunity to have independence? I don't know. Hold on, guys. People want me to. Oh, just when you think got everything going. Hold on. 1 minute. Where are we? Sorry. Sorry about that. Anyway, it happens on the spot, deal with it on the spot. So, nevertheless, again, how is it that we are celebrating Independence Day when we all don't have independence? You're not even recognized. They don't even look at the things you need to be independent, to move about in this space, right? So I decided that I will no longer celebrate the 4th of July in that manner. No, I'm not going to celebrate it that way. Just because I'm gathering with some people or and having something to eat or partake on does not mean I am going to actually celebrate. I don't plan on going to a place and having a hamburger or a hot dog or anything like that and saying, oh, you know what? Let me enjoy this celebration of independence. Hold on, guys. Nope, not that one. Behind the scene technical issues. Go over there. Let me have this part. Thank you. You guys are about to get cut off. Awesome. So again, sorry about that. How is it that we are going to do that? So I'm asking you guys the questions in the question. I'm asking everyone in the comments. Have you taken a deep thought about what it means to celebrate Independence Day? And are you in it for the lack of celebration? Are you in it because you feel you have the same independence that many other people have? Why do you celebrate this day? And especially during this time of the sensitivity of black people losing their lives, and so much is going on, and political people are not giving us the independence that we deserve, that we're not even considered a whole person to a lot of people, right? How are you guys going to take a deeper look at this Independence Day? How are you celebrating the 4th of July? Are you celebrating it? Oh, I can't. You guys are funny. So, I would like to know that. Have you taken a look at the Declaration of Independence? The Declaration. Um, I'm trying to see if I'm saying it properly. Um, Somebody help me in the comments because the Declaration of Independence. I don't think I'm saying that right. But have you taken a look at what let me change the subject since I don't know if I'm saying it absolutely right. Frederick Douglass did a write up, and he did this write up in 1730. I want to make sure I have the time when he wrote this. Not even 17, 1852. So let me just read you something here. It says, what to slaves does the 4th of July mean? And it was given in a speech by Frederick Douglass, delivered on July 5th, 1852. He was addressing this in New York, Rochester's the Ladies Anti Slavery Society. The speech was perhaps the most wide known of Frederick Douglass' writing. Check it out, guys. Let's do our homework. Let's learn together. Because I want to be very honest with you. There's a lot of things I did not know until I started paying attention to why I celebrate the 4th of July and its slogan, Independence Day. Again, when black people were not even considered to be free at some point, property of someone else, and then not even seen as a whole person. I want you to listen to some things that Frederick Douglass wrote. Got to make things a little bit bigger so I can see it on the screen. Douglass said that slaves owned nothing and had no positive feelings towards the founding of the United States. What have I or those represent to do with your national independence? Good question. Are there great principles and politicians' freedoms and the natural justice embodied in the Declaration of Independence? So I was right. Sorry, guys. Answer. A day that reveals to him more than others really know. Do you really know that? So let's break this down. Again, Douglass said that slaves owned nothing. Nothing. They owned nothing. And we didn't. That was taken from us. And had no positive feelings towards founding the United States. Answer this. What have I or those represented to do with the national independence? Are there great principles and political freedoms, and national justice embodied in the Declaration of Independence? Was those extended to us, people of color, black people? What to American slave is the 4th of July? I answered, a day that reveals to him more than all other days in the year the gross injustice and cruelty to which he and people that are black, and brown had been victimized with. Douglass also went on to stress that the views of slaves free Still, there was no equal equality to those who were free. So even when people became free, they still had not their own independence. They still were not recognized as a person. So we have to do the history, get the information from our history, and bring it to the current state and say, with this information, what are we going to do? Let's look at this from this lens. Right now, I'm looking at you. There's 13 people watching, including me, right? If all of us decided to not celebrate the 4th of July for what it stands for, and that starts to grow within our community for what it stands for, do you know that the change we will be able to bring? People are getting involved in wearing these flags and these t-shirts, hanging the United States of America flag on their front lawns, and you're still fighting for equality and rights. What message are you sending when you are doing that? Are you cognizant of that? Are you aware of the message, the undertone, when you are standing at some kind of stadium watching the fireworks go off? And yes, they're beautiful to look at, but are you looking at the deep-rooted issue and question of your independence in this space? That's the question. And I'm wondering. I am wondering. I agree. Declaration of Independence. Thank you so much. When we separated and became free. Well, thank you. Um, to the question, Naomi, you asked, Black people were never free. We celebrate the 4th of July as if we were free. And yes, somewhere along the line, they said blacks were no longer slaves and we were free. But if you look at the deep-rooted, more layered question, we're still not free. We're still not free. We're still not free. White people and white, let's call it what it is. Not all white people, but the white race still believe that they have the independence, the choice, the right to take a Black person's life. I know we spend a lot of time on this show talking about Black and white issues. We do. We absolutely do. But understand that if we don't talk about these things on a platform where we can have a voice to talk about it, there will be no change. They want us to ignore, forget that we lost our independence when they took our people, our ancestors, from a free country. We were free in our own land, on our own land, in our own space, around our own people. We were free. We became enslaved here with no freedom when they brought us to a land that was not even ours. So again, we are going and celebrating Independence Day without understanding Independence Day. Or we choose not to understand Independence Day for what it really is. The Star Spangled Banner. Have you listened to the words of that song? Have you? Many of us throughout our childhood has stood up, pledged allegiance with our hands on our hearts to a flag that flag represented the United States, and to the United States, for many of us, we were not even considered to be a person with a voice, a person with feelings, a person with family, dreams. We were just property. Again, we have to go deeper, people. Let's be the change. Now, you know what? When I think about talking about celebrating the 4th of July, and let's say you get together with your family and friends, people will still see that you are celebrating the 4th of July. But until you start speaking the language that I don't celebrate the 4th of July Independence Day, why don't you celebrate it? Well, I'm still fighting for my independence. So, what I do is I get together with my family, my friends, and those who respect and understand that I have the right to have my independence. Those are the people I sit around and fellowship with and talk about and strategize with. How can we start getting heard more, creating a platform, voting for things that's going to bring about the change for people to have that right? That is when the independence for all comes into play. But right now in 2020, it has not come into play. I agree, Naomi. Absolutely. But we need to become more conscious of what we are doing and saying and how we're feeling. This is a new day and time. This is not back in the day. And back in the day, people were fighting for the same thing we're still fighting for now. People were going their smartphones and send out Happy 4th of July. And I'm like, oh, really? Did you know that there was a independence flag for black people? Did you even know that? Let me ask you that. Do you guys know that there is such flag? Hello, Latifa. I'm so glad to finally see you here because I know they're working you like crazy. Let me see. We were free here also. Latifa, thank you. I don't know if we were ever free though. They say we were free, but were we really free? Were we honestly really free? That's the question I'm asking. Yes, very true. Yeah, I agree, Eric. I don't think, matter of fact, in my time on this planet, I've never really truly felt free. Mm-mm. No, never, ever, ever. We were never free here. Even when they gave blacks the freedom, we were never free. They still had polit- uh, um, they still had um, political uh, hidden agendas. They had things in place. Even when we were voting, even when we were thinking we were doing the right thing because we thought we were free, they were still doing the same things that kept us enslaved. And you know what, Kofi, I hear you. We were free from slavery, but we as people overall are not free. And I still feel that they were still enslaved. I still believe that they still set these systems up in place. Uh, the welfare system. Let's just start from there. Welfare system. Well, let's take the father out of the home, break this home up where there's not two parents in the home, put a system in place such as welfare so that the mother would need to this system so that she can feed her children and provide for her family. Slavery. We are going to allow blacks to get into law enforcement. So you become a police officer in your community. Mm-hmm. But then all these other non-black people who are in the police force still keep people in their own community enslaved. So I still say we're still enslaved, but it looks very much different when we talk about slavery back many, many years ago. Just my opinion. Even after slavery, there was segregation, and guess what? Still is. Still is. Yep, it still is. Hmm. The Moors went into Spain and civilized the era in 711. Come on now. And we're not enslaved, or we I am having an open conversation with you guys here because, as I stated before, I decided to take a deeper look at Independence Day as it relates to Black people and how that we celebrate the 4th of July. What message are we sending and how that looks upon us? Do we truly understand that we still don't have the independence that this Star Spangled Banner mentions, the Declaration of Independence? We still don't have that. When we go to the voting polls, with Donald Trump sitting in office, we still don't have the independence as a Black race. We don't have it. What they want us to believe is that we do have the independence that all of these non-Black people have because they're non-Black people. We don't have that. We don't. We don't have it. And we need to stop fooling ourselves and pretending that we do have it or we have an understanding. What we have to do as Black people and our allies, the white people who align themselves to us and to the core of this mission, is to say, you know what, this person here who is Black don't have the same independence that I have. So what I'm going to do is not actually support the 4th of July and Independence Day too. Let's get all these individuals out to start getting this banner behind me is the independence flag for Black people. That's what this banner is behind me. The stage today is this. This is the Black independence flag. That's what it is. Just look at this. Read this. Check it. Because it's true. But I also say it even goes deeper than that. Not only does it talk about against wealthy white men, we still don't even have our independence against poor white men. We don't. Mm-mm. We absolutely don't. There has to be a change. I don't know if any of you in the comments today have started resting or watching other people go and fight. George Floyd has been gone now a little over a month or so, a little over a month, right? I do not want to see the fires come down, the fight come down, the conversations like this come down. I don't want that change to happen. I think that once the change happens, once we all go out tomorrow, hoo-hoo, we off today, let's throw up, let's go with our friends and our white friends and all those other people who are not, we think that really understands us and go support the 4th of July. I say that maybe we should rethink that. And you need to do what's good for you. You need to go and celebrate the way you're going to celebrate. But just remember, we are in a war. We're in the midst of a war right now. And we need to change some things. I agree, Eric, to a certain extent. Eric says, Lakeisha, the proof is in the privilege narrative. So I tell you, speaking it, yes, do what you feel is best for you. I'm glad you agree, Lakeisha, because I mean that. But I also mean that I can't slap your face. I can tap your face with one finger, but I can give you a hell of a slap with a five finger hand. We are better at making a movement and making our voices being heard in numbers. I had this smirk on my face because I was talking to some of my girlfriends, and they thanked me for giving them a spanking, which was not my intentions to give them this spanking. I really was not thinking that, oh, I'm about to spank you, ladies. No, that's not what I was doing. But my conversation with them was, I believe that we are greater at getting something done or being heard when we are in numbers. And I thought about my approach and my conversation with these ladies. They know that I'm vocal. I stand and I will stand in my truth and speak my truth. And I felt like, oh gosh, I hope I didn't come off too strong with my girlfriends, because I believed in something so wholeheartedly, and I felt that just me speaking about it was just me speaking about it. Not that they did not feel the same way, because I believe that they actually did to some degree. But here I am today on the show, and Lakeisha kind of made me go back to that thought when I agree, Diamond, do what you feel is best for you. But I think we need to start thinking, do what is best for us overall, all of us. See, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all those others, Nina Simone, and all those people, and Mahalia, all the people that spoke up and said something or shined a light about what was happening, didn't just do what was best for them. I think those individuals did what was best for the overall people. And they were a number in that. Just my thought about that. Yep. Lakeisha, I would hope that when you know better, you do better. But I have to tell you that I've been around people that appear to know better and still don't do better. They are comfortable in that space. And if they're not comfortable, they're not uncomfortable enough that it would shift them and move them out of that space. So I don't, you can't make people, you have to be the example. And that's what I am. I hope I am the example for me. And I hope that the people that's around me who think like me says, okay, she's she's speaking the language. I stand with her. I stand united. Malcolm X, again, Martin Luther King, these individuals would not be able to do what they were able to do if people didn't stand united with them in the cause. We have to get out of this space of being afraid of speaking up. And people, I think, would say, well, being afraid, you think that I'm so scared that I'm going to cry or I can't speak. No, 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 no. Being afraid is just not having a voice for some people. Being afraid is not being able to speak your truth because you don't want to ruffle feathers. Being afraid is, sitting back, well, if it doesn't impact me, then okay, maybe I can get by with this. We got to think about this Independence Day. In my opinion, we have to change it. Going back a little bit, Juneteenth, because I always say around Juneteenth. Juneteenth. Do you understand? Well, you probably don't, because I didn't say it. I didn't know much about that until I became an adult. Why? Why did I not know about this? I mean, I know why, but why did I not know about this? I think this new generation right now, this younger people, they are now hearing so much information that they're making moves about the information they're hearing. Because we didn't hear a lot about this information. We weren't given the opportunity to have the independence to make the kind of moves many of us needed to make. A lot of people did what they needed to do to just fit in, to get the job, to get the position, to make the money. And overall, while they did that, they didn't take in consideration that you were really hurting the overall message, the overall mission. You were really, when there was a fire flaming and getting something done, you were sprinkling water on it and dampering this fire every now and again. It was putting little fires out. They don't teach it in the school. And you know why they don't teach it in school? Because we gotten a little bit, I wouldn't say comfortable, complex, and pushing the envelope, being heard. How many people that's parents go to PTA meetings? How many of you who go to the PTA meetings actually ask the conversation, when are you teaching this? How many of you go to your town hall meetings and say, when are they going to be bringing this into the school district? I mean, guys, it starts and it's a climbing ladder. A lot of people want change, but they are stiffed by the amounts of work. Yeah, everybody wants to see a change, but no one wants to do anything to cause a change. You don't want to march, because it doesn't impact you. You don't want to say anything because you don't want it to impact your money. You don't want to ruffle the feathers because you don't want the light shining on you. While you're playing along to get along, ends up hurting a whole group of people. All those who will come behind you, your children, your children's children, your neighbors, your loved one. It's there. The decisions you make has an impact on a lot of people, not just you. The decisions you make will have an impact on not just you, on everybody connected to you, behind you, around you, who are male, black, old, young, woman. It don't just impact you. Which is why if you don't vote, if you don't have a voice in the vote, even if you can't stand the entire party, find one thing that you say, I can work with that. Throw your vote there. We cannot be complaining if we're not voting, if we're not vocal, if we're not marching, if we're not protesting, if we're not having this kind of conversation that people are like, well, what you talking about? What do you mean the 4th of July? It's just fun. It's okay. No, it's not just fun and it's not just okay. So we need to have the conversation so you can have a full understanding. At least agree to disagree. You're absolutely right, Latifah. We can bankrupt. Do you know how much money the black person spend? Listen, Google that information. The black dollar goes far. But oftentimes it goes far to superficial stuff, things that don't bring about change. I just had a little thought, so I'm going to throw it out there since I'm being transparent. Let me think about this. Let me think about this because I'm sure I'm about to. Latifah's deep, honey. Very deep and very on point in this comment. Our dollars go far, people. If we stop being selfish and just thinking about just ourselves with our dollar, if we start taking our dollar and investing it in only black businesses, meaning just because at the corner that store has what you want, but it's run by a non-black person, but you would need to go 30 minutes. I'm going to push 30 minutes to get what you want at a store that's black owned. It's in your community. You might want to take the ride to the 30-minute spot. I'm just saying. You might want to take your 30-minute drive, invest it in that black business so that that black business can turn around the revenue, the resources, the information, all of those things that come through that black business and bring it right over here to serve you as a black person. Now, sorry guys, want to get something. I see a little lighting issue. I know that hold on. Okay. I know that non black and brown people are going to come to this platform. And I want them to. I welcome you. Be an ally to this platform. I welcome you to come and jump on this. But will you jump on it and support what I'm saying, what the comments are saying? That we need black and brown people to invest in their own community, their own people, so that we can get our Black Wall Street back up and running, so that Black and Wall Street can turn around and put resources, monies back into the community, so that we as black and brown people can have the opportunity to have the same independence rights to certain things, information, all those things that those individuals have. I'm just saying, I can help you guys do that. I challenge each and every one of you in this comments to sow a seed into this platform that's black Rand. I don't have a white counterpart here with me. And there's no love lost. I've been asking you guys always support this way. But remember, we're talking business. We got to think bigger, greater. Cash App. Sow a seed into this platform and see what this platform can do moving forward. We just tend to just want to support our own things. If it doesn't bring me anything, well, I'm not going to put my money, my resources there. That's okay. I don't operate like that. I am about to do something great with this platform by joining a different platform that allowed me to grow this platform. And the resources and information I had with my own platform, I share with another platform that's ran by two black women. These black women says, well, we need to kind of just cut this off and merge this with yours since you have the audience. That is investing your resources, your skills, your ability in your own community, your own people, so that there can be a turnaround for the greater number. I'm just saying, we need to learn how to invest in each other before we look for other people to invest in us. I mean, you go to an inner city community where there's liquor stores. Those liquor stores in black communities are not even ran by black people. Beauty supply stores. In the community, because all people of all race go to beauty supply stores, but in the inner community of a black community, it's not even ran by a black owned business. Most of them are ran by Koreans and all other kind of Indians. And we're taking our black dollar and investing that black dollar in that business. They take that money revenue and take it out of the community and do other things in there with the money that we just invested in. And yes, we got something from it. But when I'm spending my money, I want it to recirculate in my community so that I can benefit from it. That way you don't come into the community jacking up the prices high so that now I can't even afford simply something that's like, what? I get frustrated. Because I know we can do better. Why are we too lazy to do that? And honestly, how many of you are too lazy or have been? Because what I'm hoping is that once we get off this platform today, that some of you will have the aha moment and say, you know what, damn, hold up. Independence Day. I'm friends with that girl over there, if you're white. This is the white person right now. Or non-black person, let me just say that. I'm friends with the girl down from school. She's a black girl, very smart, nice to me. And I have all the rights and stuff that I've heard her talk about she does not have. Do you stand with them and fight for them? Do you take your white dollar and spend it in the black community so that that dollar was served in the black community? I mean, this is a domino effect. This is a domino effect, people. It's a domino effect. We are spending black people our money in places that you cannot get a return on. We are going to movie theaters. We're in white communities, but we can't find a good movie theater in our own community. This may not apply to everyone. I just watched a video of a white woman was talking to a black man and woman who were lawyers in Montclair, New Jersey. You might have saw this on social media. And the white woman appeared to have been harassing this family for a number of years. And she's saying all these different things because now everybody got the name Karen when they make up these lies. She's got this whole going back and forth, saying they did this, they did that, and I'm calling the police, yada, yada, yada. And while they're fighting, the white neighbors says, why don't you leave these people alone? You were the one started this. You did this. That is what we need. That is what we need people to start seeing and doing. That's not black and brown people. We need those individuals to stop talking the talk and be the talk. Stop saying that you support Black Lives Matter if you're not wearing a shirt, you're not protesting, you're not investing your dollars in this, you're not coming back with resources and sitting at the table with the black and brown people and saying, here, this is the information you need. Someone gave it to me. I know this information. I'm bringing it to the table. You need to use this so that you can kick down the doors. That is how we actually build up these resources. I'm just saying. I'm saying this is how we do it. What is Miss Lakeisha saying over there? The issues that we fought for, that during the civil rights movement. Yes, very true. And you know, those things that we were fighting for during that time, Eric, I believe they've gotten greater than we even know. They feel the same, they look the same to some people, but we're in 2020. No, they're greater. When you still hear people are being hung with nooses around their necks from trees across a couple of states. I think in New York, Texas, a couple places, they're greater now. When you can kill someone right in front of a camera being on you, they're greater now. They're greater and deeper and having more impact than they should have. How much longer must we fight this fight? Are your children's children still going to be fighting the same fight? Can you imagine you not living any longer and your children grow up to be grandparents and their children are still fighting the same fight? Wake up to the independence, guys, because it doesn't apply for all of us. It doesn't. Yes. Anybody's surprise is a surprise. Yes, absolutely. So they open up a lot of businesses now, right? Since we've been quarantined. So things are opening up. Just ask yourself this question. Where have you spent your money? Have you sought out any black owned businesses? If you search on, if you are on Facebook, Facebook has this running group for black owned businesses. How many of you are linked to that group? How many are you linked to the group? You don't have to be black or brown. How many of you linked to the group? How many are you seeking to support this Black Lives Matter movement that don't only mean stop killing people, but equal rights, freedom, justice for black and brown people, reform. I mean, just so many different things. How many of you are supporting these movements? Because if we come on the show on Fridays and Tuesdays and Fridays and have the conversation, but nothing has sparked you, had the hairs on the back of your neck standing up to be the change, bring about the change, get invested in the change. Then yes, your children and their children will still be fighting the same fight. I'll tell you that I've looked on there. I sought how I can be a part of a black owned business. I did that. I'm looking, where can I spend my money? I'm looking because my money matters. Like Latifah was saying, if we held back, listen, when they did the boycott the bus, that movement during that time, that company, they was like, we can't sustain this. We need to do something different. And they did. Where people were able to sit where they wanted to sit on the bus. Because our dollars matter. It matters. We need to do something different. Don't just come to the show, guys, when we have this kind of conversation. We will get to some light and fluffy stuff. But right now, we're in this movement. So let's stay the course for now. Do something different when you get off in this show today. That tomorrow, when you go spend your dollar, when you order from a restaurant, when you do something, consider, can I look to order? Yes. Can I look to order I'm saying yes to Lakeisha's comment. Can I look to order from a black-owned business? Where is the nearest beauty supply store in my community? Find out what franchises that are owned by restaurants that you can invest in that franchise that will bring about change in your community. Ask to find out who the owner is of the business and say, I want to be an investor, meaning not so much your dollar, but your voice. Your voice is powerful when you use it right. When we know better, we can do better. And in the comments, we all know better. The question is, are we doing better? Everybody in the comments, I pray and hope that you have already registered to vote. It starts there, your vote. It starts in your home. It starts with you sharing your voice in your community. It starts with you getting involved in the school districts and not just send your child to school hoping that they pass and do good in school and bring home an A. But the A is not good enough if it's not standing on the principles that help black people overall. Your child just got an A. If you're only fighting for an A, you've already lost the race. You lost the race. We have to figure out how to do better. It is our responsibility to pave the way for those coming behind us. We have to start talking with our children that we don't celebrate Independence Day, but what we celebrate is being black. We celebrate that. We don't go and start wearing these flags saying, the land of the free, United States of America. Yes. Now, overall, would I, if I had a choice to live a certain place, I would stand here in the States of America because where I see it's worse there too. So let me stay here, fight the fight here, make the change here, be the change here. That way I don't have to be considering why I should go to another country or another state or whatever. I'm going to stay here because change is happening within my own community. Your carbon footprint. Your carbon footprint is important because people are going to come behind you walking in the footprints you have already paved. So we need to shake it up, people. Shake it up. If you are got white friends, have a conversation. Stop waiting for your white friend to start the conversation. A lot of them don't even know how to start the conversation because they're either afraid to offend you or they're okay offending you. One of the two, nowhere in between. So stop waiting for them to have the conversation. Go to them and say, look, let me have a conversation with you right quick. Let's sit down. Ooh. Go ahead and get it, Kofi. Oh, Kofi, I saw a picture phrase. I froze myself, but I thought you was about to get me. I'm all paranoid now. Ooh, my heart fluttering. And it was one face to catch, Kofi. Trust me. So again, I'm saying to you that we have to be the change, people. We have to be the change. We have to be the change. We have to be the change. I'm asking all of you to be the change. Yeah, get unscared. Try is to fail. Do is to make it happen. Do it. Thank you. Do it. Do it, people. I'm telling you, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm saying that so passionately because I feel that to my core. Do it. Stop trying and do it. There's no reason to try anymore. Try happened a long time ago. They tried it for us. It is our responsibility to do it. So I got a couple things for you guys before we go. One, this week, I'm asking that you link yourself to some kind of Black-owned business. Hashtag the business. Hashtag Voice Gathering Live. And tag me in it. Which is what you're doing, hashtagging it. If you're going to order something online or a food or something, hashtag the business, hashtag Voice Gathering Live, and share it with us. If you go to a store and you know a restaurant and you know that it's Black owned, stop being afraid. Don't be nervous. Be bold. Say, excuse me, is the owner of this establishment in the building? Oftentimes it's a restaurant. Can I meet them, please? I enjoyed my meal so much. Can I meet them? Take a picture with them. I want to promote your business. Do you mind me taking a picture with you? I would like to hashtag your business because I want to share this information with other people, this platform, and then we will do better by getting that information out there. We can do it, people. Stop talking. I'm trying. I'm going to try to do better. Try to do better is to fail to do more. Do it. Step up and do it. I'm going to do it. I challenge you to do it and be the change. And you all can start today or this weekend. Sow a seed into this platform. Black owned. I started it. And through your support, my people, the show grows. A lot of you have already done that. What you did was you shared, there's not a lot of shares going on. Come on, start sharing. You tagged people by saying, come and check this out. And people came. That's one step. We got many steps to go as we do as it relates to getting our independence. So, independence, show. Invite people, sow a seed into here. You spend your money online and go out the shop and all that stuff. Why not invest in this platform right here? Pull out your dollars, get your Cash App, Lovely, Lovely, 0615 is the Cash App. Let's see it start plinging. Because if any of you got a business right now, any of you got a business right now, and you got Cash App, drop your Cash App in the comments. I want to sow a seed in your business, in your endeavor. If you're writing something, you need writing materials or something, I want to sow a seed in you. And if you're not honest about it and you're just doing it to be funny or whatever, don't think that you will do that. And I'm talking about the people in this comments right now. If you come after the show's run, then you need to have subscribed to this channel, share this channel, and bring about 25 people to this show before I sow a seed into you. Because what we're not going to do is be a fool. What we're not going to do is be a fool on here. So I'm talking to my supporters here, my village of people. Sow a seed into this platform. Show me you're about it. Because we know that the dollars move things. You're here. I feel it. I thank you so much. I think all of you that know me know that she really appreciates me showing up. I thank people so much that sometimes to them, maybe some people, it sounds like, okay, I get it. But I believe in giving flowers while you can give them. I'm not waiting till I can't give them to you. So I'm thanking you. Thank you so much for showing up week after week, asking me about the show, liking and commenting. That's what get it. Let's sow some dollars into this show right now. I'm the first Black business that you can show your support to on this platform. So you don't have to say nothing now. You know the Cash App. I will put it in the comments so that you guys can see it. That should say Lovely, Lovely. Did I spell it right? Yeah, Ly. Yep, 0615. And I don't want y'all cashing. Honey. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Someone needs the address. Sorry. Sorry. That's how we start doing it. And I want to make sure I give it to you right. Sorry. This is what you call multitasking. Yep, that's it. I got you right. It don't have to be caps though. So let me hold on. Make sure that you, if you all are doing it, because it's lowercase. It's this way, the second way. That's my Cash App. Sow your seeds into this show. We can start right here. You don't got to wait to go to the community or to the mall or whatever. You can sow your seeds right here. You can. Because you investing in me allows me to continue to invest in you. And it doesn't stop here. Drop your Cash App here and I got you. Especially if you're making change that's going to bring about a positive view on Black community, Black businesses, Black voices. I am going to support you. That's what the person just did right now. The shirt that I'm wearing is Black owned. It's a business Black owned. Rhonda, thank you so much. She's not in the comment. She just texted me because she's dropping off new shirts for the platform. Can't wait to show them with you guys. Yep. I'm supporting Black businesses and I challenge you to do the same. So guys, this was not a lashing. You know, I'm passionate. This is not a lashing. And you're here, so I know you all can handle it. So I'm going to be unapologetic for speaking my truth. That's my truth. I encourage you to always do the same with your truth. And we can always agree to disagree. That's the Cash App. So your seeds start with this business here every Tuesday and Friday, 7 p.m. We are talking about interesting conversations. Don't forget, please come back to the show, check it out, and drop some new suggestions of shows you want to see that we can talk about. Do that. And we're going to talk about it. Be prepared to know that I will be bringing in another level of the show, Zoom. Thank you, Soul, for that idea. I already had it in queue waiting to use it. And now that I see some people would use it, we will be attaching Zoom to this platform where we all can have an open dialogue conversation. Please look forward to seeing me sit with some women on this platform in uniform because I am growing my platform. The show name will be changed. If you all paid attention to the show is no longer called Voice Gathering Live. The show is called Voices Gathering Live because you are the voice. The people on this platform, the people on this platform are the voice. And for that, we all will be talking and sharing. So, Voices Gathering Live is the new show name. It's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's changed across all platforms. Just add an S to voice because all of your voices matter. All right, guys, we did it again. We've had this conversation. For some people, I don't know what you're thinking because some people didn't comment, but I'm hoping that you understood, you agree, you understand. If nothing, you respect my voice. I just want to make sure we're not running slow, guys. Any last comments for me, gentlemen and ladies? Any other comments? No, you're good, Diamond. Okay. None here. Well, I thank each and every one of you for showing up and showing out. Thank you for allowing me to be myself and share my voice. Remember, love is all I got. And if I have nothing else to give, that's what I'm giving you is love. I want you to always know that you are appreciated and that whatever you do on this platform is appreciated through your thumbs up, your sharing, liking, and commenting. As always, make sure you be here next week, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, Friday, 7 o'clock. Also, don't forget to share, like, comment, and make sure you invite people to this platform. Until we see each other again, I wish you all love, peace, and hair grease. Be good to one another, and I will be good to you. See you next time. Bye-bye. I don't want to go, but I gotta go. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.